Hello and welcome back to the Common Colt Podcast. I'm Josh Hudgens and I'm here to talk about the Colts head coaching search here in 2023. Lots of names getting tossed around. I know Jim Harbaugh was a big one. Obviously that ship has sailed as he told the Denver Broncos that he's staying in Michigan per Adam Schefter, which had my wheels spinning in my head. Like, wait a minute. He didn't tell the Colts that. Colts weren't on his radar. Does that mean the Colts aren't really that good of a landing spot? I know a lot of Colts fans thought, hey, he played in Indianapolis. He has some ties. If he's not interested in us, then what high caliber head coaching candidate would be? And as I looked at some open teams, or teams with open head coaching positions like the Panthers, Texans, I know, Broncos, or some of them, Cardinals, another one, I was wondering, how desirable are the Colts? Are they desirable? And I want you guys to stop this video for a second or comment, subscribe, make sure you're subbed. We're on the quest to 1,000. Let me know, do you think the Colts are a desirable position, or where do you think they rank? And why do you think that? Comment that. And I love reading those comments. But for me, I think the Colts are a desirable position. I don't think they're as bad as the Texans. I don't think they're as bad as the Broncos. Look at the Colts. They have a top 5 pick in the draft. Could be number 1, if we trade some assets. There's talent on the roster. There's Jonathan Taylor. There's Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, Jelani Woods. These are all guys on the offensive side of the ball. Quentin Nelson, another one, who are difference makers or potential to be bigger difference makers in the future. The defense has Shaq Leonard, DeForest Buckner, Kwity Paye, Julian Blackmon is still a solid piece. So there are some pieces on both sides of the ball where when you look at this team, you're not thinking that they're completely void of talent. The division in the AFC South is not a great one. You look at Jacksonville, and they're probably going to be the tough guys to beat in the division moving forward. They got Trevor Lawrence, but Tennessee, I don't really see them as a major threat. I know they have Derrick Henry, and they've won a lot of games, and they've won the division in the past, but you don't look at the Tennessee Titans as a team who's going to just be this dominant force in the near future. Houston Texans, they're picking early. They got a lot of roster issues, quarterback being one of them. They got their own dysfunction. So the division is not super tough like a AFC West or something, or NFC East. The stadium, it's nice. Fan base is solid. Colts fans aren't crazy like Philadelphia or Dallas fans. I mean, we're not going to cut your head off if you lose a game, kind of thing. But we do like success in Indianapolis. I mean, Peyton Manning kind of bred that, so we're kind of salivating for that. So I don't necessarily think the Colts are a premier job. And I don't think there is a premier job right now open in the NFL, unless if you're looking at the LA Chargers, and that's what makes a premier job. The roster has to be good, and they have to have a great young quarterback, or be set up to get one who's guaranteed to be good. And I don't think there's a guaranteed just beast quarterback in this draft. I know CJ Stroud's my guy, and I like him a lot, but even he has his question marks. So I think the Chargers are a premier spot when you look at their talent, their quarterback position, but they have a head coach right now. And most of the time, if a premier team has an open spot, it's because the head coach retired or he's just awful. So I think the Colts are a good head coaching destination. I don't think they're awful. I do think that this offseason, as we've hit it a million times over again, is big for the Colts to not only solidify the quarterback position, solidify some spots on the roster, but find a head coach and bring some continuity to the team. Kind of fix maybe some of the turmoil they've experienced over the past year or two, and kind of silence that and get the culture back in place. And I think you need a strong leader at head coach to do that. Somebody maybe with Jeff Saturday leadership qualities, but maybe with a little more experience as a head coach. Guys, that's all I really have today. Again, I would love to hear what you have to say about the Colts head coaching search. Who do you think is going to get the job? And more importantly, do you think the Colts position as a team, are they able to land that big marquee head coach that I think we think they need to push to become a great relevant team again? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Thanks again for watching the Common Colt Podcast. And until next time, have a great day.